Good news, the totalitarian fascist moron David Hogg has solved the entire gun crisis. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. It's a mess this week. David Hogg is on the job. Plus, I was wrong yesterday on one thing. I'm going to talk to y'all about several things. And then one, I think it's going to be a little bit of a different direction than you think we might go on it. And I'm disappointed in another area. So it's a little bit of a mix mash today. And I hope you find something interesting. And I also hope I make you think. I've been working on this today. And I'm glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you for being here. Buckle up, here we go. This bunch of fun is brought to you by Tac Pack, the monthly subscription box that brings survival EDC gear and gun parts to your door. Now, something I have never talked to y'all about is they have a Plus box, and the June Plus box is gonna rock. It's 8 items with a $240 MSRP. And if you use the code JohnnyB when you sign up, you'll get a $50 MSRP free knife. That's a heck of a deal. Sign up for the June box or that monster June Plus box. Be sure to use the coupon code for the free knife as well. There's a lot down there, so check it out. Link down below. You people, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all been crushing it lately. You always do, so thank you. All right. I think this one comment is kind of indicative of the current anti-gun movement. I saw a thing this week that says Bloomberg and Soros and all these morons are putting more dollars into the anti-gun lobby this year than they ever have before. And I find that a challenge. I find it interesting. And it's also a big fat mess. Well, yesterday, David Hogg said this. And if you don't think he has a voice today, he does. And there's a lot of folks that pay attention to him, as do I, but for maybe different reasons. Don't worry, crisis solved. Here's what he said. We will do something. Stay tuned. I need to make some calls. Okay, David. Okay, Davy boy. Comedy aside, that's kind of indicative where we are, that these, and he's moving in towards that elite status, that they think they know what's best for everyone. And they don't. I pulled that one because I thought the meme was funny. Mr. Guns and Gear posted it, but I also just think that's kind of an indicative comment of where we're at. And he thinks he's going to make some phone calls and get more things banned. That's a mess. Speaking of a mess, yesterday I posted the wrong pic of that garbage human. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I posted the wrong pic. A lot of folks did. About the first 12 or 18 hours of this story, that pic got posted a lot. A lot of y'all are just like, hey, Johnny, you blew it. I did. I was wrong. Wrong pic. Had one guy say, that is the textbook definition of misinformation, and you should be ashamed. I blew it. Wrong pic. Got it fixed. I was disappointed in another situation today. There was an article up with, I don't know this guy. It's Guns and Gadgets, but not Jared. It's Guns and Gadgets Daily. And he has an interesting article up, and it said the new FBI data is out, which it is, based on all the mass shootings of 2021. There were 61 of them. Of those 61 mass shooters, and yes, I know that even that data, the way they collect that's a little bit skewed. They had, of those 61, 4 were stopped by private citizens, good guy or good gal with a gun, a GGWG. Now, this article, here's where I'm disappointed, and some of y'all know my background as a social science researcher, and I can parse data. I've been trained to do that. And it was kind of disappointing seeing an article that got some traction today in our world. People were talking about this article. FBI data came out, Guns and Gadgets Daily, not Jared, puts out this article, and the title said there's hundreds of thousands of lives saved each year. No data. There is no data on that. That's absolutely not verifiable. There's a lot. We could say there's a lot saved. And I was really disappointed. I'm disappointed that that article was getting traction today with garbage data and garbage information. The FBI stuff was handled very well, but I was disappointed. Here's the part where we may take a turn that you might not expect. This is maybe the only channel you're ever going to hear this on, and I'm working through it. I'm working through it right now. We have said literally for decades that there are 20,000 gun laws on the books. I have said that. I've heard this from many, many reliable sources, and that gets parroted and regurgitated nonstop, ad infinitum. Me as well. I've said that. And a friend of mine the other day goes, hey, I don't think that's accurate. And I'm like, I think it is. It's probably more than that. And I started doing my research, and that number is highly, highly contestable. Now, it depends. We're not doing this today. That's not what this point of this video is. My point is we need to have good data and do a good job of representing the 2A. Part, just a little bit, we're not going into all of it, is that it depends. You know, you look at the NFA. Is that one law, or is that a whole bunch of laws, like 300 or 400 laws? I would look at it as a bunch of specific laws, and some people would count that as one. I have seen numbers as low as only 300 gun laws in this country, and I've seen them as high as 300,000. My point is that we need to do good, and that maybe that 20,000 number we've been talking about for 30 years might be wrong. It might be. I don't know. I'm working on it. All right, finally we get to this one, and I just want to get this on your radar. We always need to be listening to what they're saying. Sniffy Joe, in his comments day before yesterday, started talking again about the non-absolution of the Second Amendment. In other words, well, the Second Amendment didn't cover cannon fire. Well, it did. It absolutely did. That's a garbage narrative, but remember, perception is reality. If that narrative gets pushed enough, Congress, will start making laws based on that perception. Yeah, it'll be struck down in court, but it's still a narrative that's being pushed forward. Listen for it this week. Kind of a cornucopia, kind of a mix match, but they all do kind of go together, from the data to Sniffy Joe to how David Hogg and those morons are talking. We need to listen, and as far as we are concerned, put out good data. Be good. Do the best we can. I blew it yesterday. I'm still doing the best I can and trying to even get better. What say you? Let me know right down below. Guess what tomorrow is? Bada bing, bada boom, Spicy Friday. Hey, to anyone, it's back here, that's against us, yep, from my cold, dead hands. Bye.